Today I'm going to talk about yes attitude. I read a book from Gitomer. It's called the Yes Attitude, and as soon as I read it, it changed my life because I started applying all the bullet points in his book, and I started doing so by simple things, simple tasks like, for example, finding a parking spot at a mall, or getting into a crowded restaurant or bar or discotheque or wherever. Doing simple things as checking in at the airport, and also then for bigger things such as maybe my relationship with my wife and kids, my relationship at the office, things that I've done at the office differently, and breaking paradigms with competitors, breaking paradigms and finding allies from competitors. And it has helped me out during my career a lot, and I changed my life completely. What I was going to tell you is that when I started applying these simple things, I did, for example, for the marathon. I try to run the New York City Marathon every year, and I've done so since I was 17. And I realized once I was in New York, I finished my race and I went to the hotel. And as soon as I went back to the hotel, I saw people running, totally exhausted. And I would find people by their nationality and I would cheer them up. So I said, next marathon, I'm going to fix a t-shirt with my name on it. It would say, "Go Juanca," which is my nickname, go Juanca, go. And that changed the whole experience. So I did it the next year, and following that, and I've done it for all the marathons in New York, in Chicago, whatever. And people cheer me up, and they cheer themselves because they need someone to cheer. So using the positive things will affect and impact not only my life, but the lives of others. As well, I did the same. I was traveling to South Africa back in 2010 with a few friends. We went 5 people to the World Cup, and it was the travel of our dreams. We always dreamt of going to a World Cup, and the whole thing started perfectly because the check-in at the airport, the immigration, the whole trip was fantastic because all of us were engaged in a positive attitude, in a yes attitude. Even we got upgrades, we got special VIP wine or whatever in certain restaurants. We got tables in unexpected ways, unexpected places that were so crowded for the World Cup. And so our experience compared to another group that went there with us was totally different. And was like that because of our yes attitude. We had a blast. We had the best experience of all. Even going into stadiums, even going, for example, all of us were at a game, and one of the games was the final match of the World Cup, and someone said, "Let's buy a beer," and nobody wanted to buy a beer because we were really far away. So I said, "You know what? Yes, I'll do it." I used my yes attitude, and I'm going to find a beer. So I went down there with one of our friends and bought the beers. And in doing so, thanks to that, I was able. Well, I was like this with the beers for our friends, and I saw Shakira starting with the Waka Waka at the World Cup. So we went through with Shakira like 5 meters from us, and we saw her doing the Waka Waka. And after that, we stayed there for a couple of minutes, and Nelson Mandela came in. So we saw Mandela and we saw Shakira thanks to having a yes attitude just by coming down from the stadium. So the yes attitude can change your life in so many ways, and not only in joyful things, but also in the corporate things, such as the office, closing big deals. You gotta set up your mind into the yes attitude to develop great relationships, great stakeholders, great suppliers, and great providers. That's more or less what we've learned.